Welcome to SKD's Note. Today we will be discussing some important MCQs on power electronics. So let's get started. So question 1. The terms anode and cathode are not applicable to which of the following they are asking. So the first question, option is SCR, diode, triac and GTO. We know that SCR, anode, cathode and gate will be there. So for diode, anode, cathode will be there. So triac, we know that symbolically it is represented as like this. So here it will be MT2 and this one will be MT1. So option C will be the option. So here GTO also there will be anode, cathode and gate will be there. So the only option is triac. The next question. The rectifier mode of operation of triac can be overcome by increasing options they have given as A. Anode current, and B. Gate current, C. Holding current, D. Latching current. So we know that triac is a bidirectional thyristor with a 3-terminal device. So like this it will be there. So we know the characteristics of this triac is like this. So here will be gate currents which are we going to give. So this is the first quadrant and this is the second quadrant. This will be MT2 and this will be MT1. So here MT2 will be positive, here MT2 will be negative. So a triac may be sometimes operate in the rectifier mode rather than in bidirectional mode due to the following reasons. So for a given value of positive gate current, a triac may turn on with MT2 positive in first quadrant but may fail to turn on with MT2 negative. So similarly with constant negative gate current, the triac may turn on with MT2 negative in third quadrant but may not turn on with MT2 positive. So this type of rectifier mode can be overcome by increasing only gate current. So option B will be the answer. So the next question. The equivalent capacitance of the depletion layer of a reverse bias junction of an SCR is 30 picofarad. Fired with a dV by dt of 150 volts per microsecond. The capacitive current IC flowing through the junction is dash. So the capacitive current IC flowing through the junction is what they are asking. So they are given options as 4 milliamps, 4.5 milliamps, 5 milliamps and 5.5 milliamps. So we know the formula. This is simple one. So IC capacitive current IC equals to C into dV by dt. So capacitor value they have given as 30 picofarad. So 30 into 10 to the power of minus 12 into dV by dt rating they already given 150 divided by 10 to the power of minus 6. So here it goes 30 into 10 power minus 6 into 150. So it will be 4.5 milliamps. So option B will be the answer. Here is the next question. This question is asked in previous question papers of IES. So the latching current in the given circuit is 4 milliamps. The minimum width of the gate pulse required to properly turn on the thyristor is dash. So the options they have given as A 6 microsecond, B 4 microsecond, C 2 microseconds, D 1 microsecond. So here is the circuit. So we know that V equals to L di by dt. So integrating on both sides. So equals to T on by V dt. This will be 0 to IL L dt, or it will be V into T on equals to L into IL. This will be T on equals to L into IL divided by V. So here L how much they have given? So 0.1 Henry into current they are given as 4 milliamps 4 into 10 to the power of minus 3 divided by voltage they are given as 100 volts. So this will be 4 microsecond. So option B will be the answer. This is the next question. This question is asked in IES 2017. So the turn off time of a thyristor is 30 microsecond at 50 degrees centigrade. What is its turn off time at 100 degrees centigrade? They are asking. So options they are given as A 15 microsecond, B 30 microsecond, C 60 microsecond, and D 120 microsecond. So we know that as temperature increases, the turn off time also increases, but it is not linearly increases. So here is the temperature, and here is the turn off time. Turn off time, it will increase like this. So it will be more than 30 microsecond, but not 120 microsecond. That is 4 times. It is required only 60 microsecond to turn off the thyristor at 100 degrees centigrade. So option C will be the answer. Here is the next question. This question is also asked in IES 2014 question paper. So if the turn on time of SCR is 7 microsecond, an ideal gate trigger pulse should have dash. So they have given options as a short rise time and pulse width of 8 microsecond, and a short rise time and pulse width of 4 microsecond, and C high rise time and pulse width of 4 microsecond, and D high rise time and pulse width of 8 microsecond. So as we know that the turn on time of SCR is sum of delay time plus rise time plus spread time. So here we know that delay time and spread time are fraction of microseconds, but the ideal gate trigger pulse should be nearer to the SCR turn on time. So that will be 8 microsecond. So option A will be the answer. Here is the next question, and this question is also asked in IES second paper 2010. So in a LC series circuit connected to a DC supply E volts via a thyristor, when it turn off, the voltage that appear across the thyristor is dash. They are asking. So they gave given option as plus E, B plus 2E, C minus E, D minus 2E. So they are telling that LC circuit via thyristor, right? DC supply. So this will be 2E, C, L. This will be E. Here it will be negative E. So here, when SCR is turned on, the capacitor will be charged to plus 2E. So when SCR is turned off, the minus E, negative E will be appear across the thyristor. So option C will be the answer. Here is the next question. This question is asked in IES paper 2 in 2013. So a thyristor has internal power dissipation of 40 watts and is operated at an ambient temperature of 20 centigrade. If the thermal resistance is 1.6 centigrade per watt, the junction temperature is dash. They are asking. So option A is 114 degrees centigrade, option B is 164 degrees centigrade, option C 94 centigrade, option D 84 centigrade. So we know that the junction temperature is given by ambient temperature plus thermal resistance into power dissipation. So ambient temperature they are given as 20 degrees centigrade plus thermal resistance they are given as 1.6 into degrees centigrade per watt, and the power dissipation they are given as 40 watt. So this will be 84 degrees centigrade. Option D will be the answer. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel for upcoming videos.